filling in, we are competing in, we are repeating in, we are believing in. It's time for us to shift our mind from best in the world to best for the world. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. It creates a new world to mind a shift, intentionality, perceptuality, conceptuality. We are choosing to shift our mind to best for the world, best for our world. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional.
So, welcome to Best for the World broadcast, anno 2025, and we are actually here for the outro of it. We have been here for 2 days and nights now. My name is Stella Nordahl. I've been one of all of the hosts here for maybe 20 concepts or something, and I have both people here in the physical room, Anna.
Hi.
Hi, and CJ.
Hello, everybody.
And digitally we have Monica.
Hi.
Michael.
Hi.
Hi, and Veronica.
Hello.
Hello. So we have had 48 hour of broadcast here, and I'm just curious about how have you experienced this joint venture together called Best for the World broadcast? Who wants to start? Monica.
Oh, yeah. It's as always. It's been very different people and very different subjects, and that makes it so amazing. You wander through topic to topic, and you change your feelings from joy, sadness, happiness, to be amazed and surprised and to learn new things. And that's the greatest thing about this weekend. It's so many different feelings and things and knowledge, and that's lovely, really.
And Veronica, you were one of the ones that started out Friday afternoon in Lomma in Sweden in one of the studios. What are your experience from this event so far?
Well, I can only compare to last year where I was only with digitally. And then I could only follow the schedule and watch the shows or the podcasts at specific hours. But this year I could actually go to Lomma, be there physically, in the studio, see how everything happens, and meet, as Monica said, all these different kinds of people with different kinds of knowledge, and just to be in that setting was really fulfilling, at times exhausting, but I was not tired of it. It was just so many impressions, and I'm filled with gratitude, and it's been. I looked for a word when I was driving home, and like, what can sum up the weekend? And profound was the word I was looking for, because the talks I've had with people were really profound, and we have gone down so many rabbit holes, and it's given me a lot, and also the people I was talking to. So. Very, very good weekend.
At least you came up from the hole, that's great. And one of the last, actually the previous broadcast here was you, CJ. You spoke about AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what are your impressions on expressions and experience in this? You've been here once before.
Yes, I've been here once before, a couple of years ago, and I must say I find it just simply amazing, Stellan, where you find the energy and the time to run with this year after year. You know, I mean, you are the glue that brings it all together. So I really admire and appreciate it. your contribution to the making the world a better place is truly appreciable and admirable.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Wonderful words. Thanks.
Yes.
And Anna, this is your second year, and you've been hosting a yoga event.
Yes, I did. I had a yoga class yesterday
Yeah.
in a great studio outside Lomma.
Mm.
And it was something really special to yoga in the afternoon. I usually do it in the morning or in the night when I give my classes. That was a super nice experience, but it was also a good warm-up for the celebration of Earth Hour.
Yeah. Celebration of the Earth. And Michael, you've been physically in Lomma for 5 years, but you've attended the Best for the World broadcast all 6 years. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a fantastic experience, and so many great people coming together, some regulars and always a lot of new people every year as well. So fantastic feeling to meeting, like we called it a fritidsgård for adults. It was an adult hang around for really amazing magical people.
And even if it's for adults, I believe we have had a span in at least from 20 or maybe 18, 19 up to, I don't know, 80 maybe. That's the span of life experience that we've had in this studio during this weekend. So okay, so before we sum up, what is the best that you experienced? If you can take one little tiny thing and just focus on that and let that grow, what would that be then? It could be a story that you heard. It could be a person you met. It could be a insight you had, or anything. It could be even a technical thing or whatever. So who wants to go first here?
It was a really hard one.
You think that's hard? The best, if you can pick one.
The best. Pick
if
one.
you pick one.
Okay, if I pick one, I like those yellow chairs.
The yellow chairs of thing, yeah.
You could do
Yeah.
something with them.
That's one of the concepts. It's about Mother Earth having a conversation with humanity. Yeah.
But it could also be a conversation about something else, I reckon. I like the idea. And I like those two people who were placed in the yellow chairs. I like their warmth. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Anna. If you get to pick one thing.
No, I think it's very difficult and to pick one thing. I think the
so
whole
if
concept.
whole concept. Okay, but if you go for this then, if you narrow it down, if you take the whole concept and you narrow it down to your own contribution, what would you then say? This is what I'm most proud of. What you just did.
See, it's always easy to say things and plan things in your head and have ideas and thoughts, but it's very difficult to find the time and the motivation and the reason or rationale to get up and do it. A lot of people have good ideas and thoughts and motivations, but it's the actual doing that is the difference. And this event and this, it brings out this sense of obligation to you. Says no, I must now go and contribute, because here is a chance, here is a platform, somebody's done the groundwork for you, so you must get up and go and do this. Otherwise you always keep on planning. Yes I will write a blog someday, I will do a podcast someday, I will do something someday, but then there is this thing that brings you all together, and that's just simply fantastic.
So it goes from someday to today.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
I reckon.
Wow.
Well said.
I can take one. I have something that I'm both happy for and also proud of, and that is, this is the first year out of 6, and we also have this set up in many different studios, and we have been hosting events in many places around Sweden and so on with connected people and stuff like that. And there have always been some technical issues, and I'm so proud and so glad that this year we had no technical issues at all, I would say. Everything is working. There is no sound going around, and you can like spend hours on trying to find them, and there has been nothing. It's just we just connected everything and it worked from start, and I'm so glad for that.
Thankful.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of what you say, CJ. There is like a platform and so on, and everything is rigged. Yeah, but that could be easy to do or hard to do. And this
Yes.
year it was the technical part was very easy. And thank you also, Veronica, who helped out with all the cables and stuff like that when we were when we had like no time left to get it all done, and then at a sudden point it just worked.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. So that's one of
Yeah,
my.
and I would connect to what you said about. I would sum it up as the word magic, because also for me everything just fell into place from being chaos and not knowing what will happen in 2 minutes to suddenly everything just worked out and became more than I could ever wish for. With my podcast, for example, I just threw in 2 people I didn't know and started to talk to them about their consultancy career. And then
into being
and then when it was late evening, one of our co-creators wanted to do some cooking, and he did not want to do it by himself. So suddenly I became what should I call it?
Host for
A host for a cooking show, and I don't even like to cook. I love to eat food, but I'm not that interested in the whole.
Yeah.
So, but it also became just magical and a fun experience, with no previous experience. But
Have you watched it afterwards? I actually did.
really, okay, I have not.
I believe
done
that you
that
did
yet. I'm
something
just
very fantastic. I mean, none of you, as I understood, had done anything similar, and
No.
all of a sudden you were very professional. It was almost like at the TV programs, and all of a sudden there was and the story also that the 2 of you wove together about this rudabira, which you used for cooking.
Yep.
Thank you, Veronica.
Exactly.
And Michael, what do you say?
Yeah, like some so many things. Like the Earth Hour dinner is of course fantastic every year, and it was amazing, magical this year when we lie down and we talk and dine together. Something that we have too little of in our society, I guess. And also, like, there was this session where Monica said she could feel my energy, and the first time anyone ever said that to me, when I was like, I could feel my vibrating from within. That was cool. Yeah, and I was really grateful to do my new presentation of what a society is. So I did that last night, the 2-hour talk about that. So it was really cool.
Thank you, Michael. And Monica?
Is it my turn, maybe?
Yeah, it can be.
It's hard to compare things and take one thing out, but if I should do that, I believe it's the talk with Ingrid Olsson about the 2 movies that she made about the Holocaust survivors. And when I talk about it, it's taking my heart. So I think that's the most deep conversation I had this weekend, and a serious conversation, and terrifying, and we're in a world right now that we have to really let the light shine, like Mike said in one of the podcasts, and that's also the thing that Ingrid wants to be contributing with, the light, to moving to the light. So it was a great experience for me.
I think everyone could share a specific thing here, and then next question will be some kind of a checkout, but also a check-in into 2026 edition. We don't even know yet the theme. That will be set maybe a month before or something. But maybe already now you have an idea or something that you would like to explore, or something that you're curious about, or yeah, it could be anything actually that is on your mind and that could help us next year. It could be an event, it could be a person, it could be a question, it could be a food, a dish, or anything. I don't know. Yeah, who wants to go first here?
I think hope. And what Monica, what word did you use, Monica? I forgot it. But I think hope.
Light, shine. No.
Yeah, shine, happiness,
Yeah.
hope. It's so much misery in the world. So we have to,
Enhance hope.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Enhance hope. Mm. Who wants to go next?
I think that's very important. We have this man on Instagram that posts once a month the great things that been happening throughout the month, and I think that's very, very important to follow up the Rosling's work. What great things happen in our world, and let the light shine.
Focus on the positive things.
Mm.
I think we might have a theme.
We might have a theme, yeah. Enhance hope. That's
Joy, happiness, joy.
Yeah. Veronica, are you thinking of something specific?
No, but I'm just curious how maybe my series, or what will become a series of the like late night cooking, or my own consultancy. It's I'm curious about what that will bring, because I would do that. I would want to do that next year as well for my own.
Yeah. You have this show that you call Consultancy in the New Paradigm.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So where I talk to consultants that have been consultants or want to, and they can share their story, why they started, and what motivates them, and so on. So it's become a series, because last year was episode 1 and now it's 2. So it's and maybe next year we'll see who wants to cook in the late evening.
You and someone else, I think.
Or 2 different people. It could be.
In
I'm
a
curious.
year we know.
Yep.
CJ.
Yeah, I think I'd like to continue this hope theme with what I just did, gloom and bloom. So that would be something. Yeah, a different direction to approach it from. Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And Michael?
Yeah. Yeah, for the next year I want to see like more embodied practices. The yoga this year was fantastic, but maybe next year we can do real dancing together or something like that. More embodied practice.
Yeah, that would be great.
Absolutely.
Best for the world disco.
Yeah. That.
Anna? Yeah, you came up with a good idea of the theme. That's right, Enhance Hope.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And I like the disco.
And you like the disco. Okay, then
More
then,
movement for
yeah.
people, I think.
Yeah, and then it's me. Then I made a promise. Me and two other here. We were in one of the first session streaming. We were talking about storytelling and telling stories. We talked about how you create a story and what that means, and also how you can tell it, and all the power that lies within the ability to both own the story and also have the ability to tell the story. And then we also talked about how using empathy to be able to see how people receive a story. And when we did this, we realized that as you create a story, tell a story, and think of how it's received, you also have a big responsibility how you create it, how you tell it, and how it is received. So what we came up with was an idea in the end of that session, that we dedicated ourselves to talk, to create, and to tell, and to think of how it's received, and doing this from a life-affirming perspective. So we dedicated ourselves to do that for a year, as often as we could and as long as we could each time. And we're going to next year, when we meet, have some kind of a reflection on what it has made with us, with our environment, and other people. And it was me, it was Carl-Johan Löwenberg, and it was Desiree Pettersson. So I realized when the idea came, and I asked, shall we do this? That and Desiree put a word on it. I'm almost a hostage here. I can't say no, but we all realized that we wanted to say yes. So it wasn't a problem, but we realized at the same time, okay, we're dedicating us to something here. So I'm very eager and curious, and really would like almost it to be tomorrow to just see what it has made with us and others. So next year we're going to have a reflection on that one.
Interesting.
Yeah. We're soon going to wrap this up. We actually have a theme then, Enhance Hope. And so maybe we can set that up already now on bestfather.world. This is also the platform where you find all the streams. If you want to join next year, or if you want to join in between, we can also use the platform for any event, and we can also use it for any podcast or any whatever we want to do, video cast or video pod, or what do you call it. And if you want to host something, please contact us. All of the contacts are on bestfather.world. Up until today, we have had like 75 or 80 concepts, and maybe 250 people have contributed to the content there. It's sorted under different concepts, so you can go into a concept. If you go in, for instance, at Michael Cillian's, what do you call your Captain Future show, right? You find all of the streams there from all of the years since 2020 up until now. And if you're in YouTube, on our YouTube page, there is also playlists for the different events. So this is called Best for the World 2025 and Intentional Engagement, which have been the theme for this year. And I believe that we have made a very good contribution to engagement. And I guess when I'm hearing what you say, you came in with an intent, and you leave with a new, enhanced or updated intent, and I really love that.
Absolutely.
So any last sentences from each of you, and then we shut down this year's. So what do you take with you, Anna?
Yeah, magic.
Magic. CJ?
Hope.
Hope. Monica?
Wonderful people.
Michael?
Light.
And Veronica?
Joy.
Joy. And I take with me all of you. Thank you very much, everyone. And I will bear you in my heart. So take care, everyone, and see you next year in Best for the World broadcast. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
We are creating the world we're now living in. We are competing in. We are repeating in. We are believing in. It's time for us to shift our mind from best in the world to best for the world. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. It creates a new world to mind a shift, intentionality, perceptuality, conceptuality. We are choosing to shift our mind to best for the world, best for our world. Make decisions decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional.